recently we have been looking for the best tan Miku that we can find. These are the two front runners so far. So today we're going to find out if this one can stand up to those two. So I bought this figure at Anime NYC 2024, and unfortunately it's no longer available anywhere else. If it was, I would have already bought it. But you can buy other tan Mikus and other Hatsune Miku stuff online using the link down in the description. You can go to Entertainment Earth, which is an affiliate that I have, and you can get 10% off anything that you buy in stock there. You can also check out Ami Ami. They sometimes have pre-owned stuff, which is where you would be able to find this if it ever is up for pre-owned. Unfortunately, it is not right now, but maybe in the future. So in terms of like volume, this is by far the biggest tan Miku that we have gotten. Like, as you can see here, this one doesn't even stack up. This one is a 7th scale, so that we're going to really be critical on this one today. But it's going to be a big debate today. Now, I personally spent $185 on this figure. So, is that a bit much? Maybe. I don't personally think that is too much for this figure. I think it is about what I would pay for it, considering the pictures I've seen of it. But we're going to check it out. We're going to see what it looks like. We're going to see if it's worth that. So if you are unaware of what a Thailand Miku or a tanned Miku is, so Good Smile, which is the company that usually makes these figures, and you can see here, they put out a racing Miku pretty much every year for the past few years. And usually they have come up with this idea to tan them and to make them have a very orange skin. I personally find that absolutely adorable. And so I have been on the hunt to find the best tanned Miku. As I mentioned so far, we have found this one is probably the best, but this one here is a close second. But let's see how this one stacks up, because I can tell you right now, this hair is absolutely gorgeous. Like, wow. That is amazing. So you get 2 of these in the box here, as to be expected because it's twin tails. But let's get it all unwrapped here. It's definitely not under wrapped, that's for sure. Now we also get this little container here. This is where the umbrella is, the base is, and everything like that. So let's get this unpackaged here. We have to cut it open. Okay, there we go. So first off here we have the base, and my gosh, that's an absolutely massive base. So I've been critical on this before for some figures, to where when they don't really need a base this big and they give us a base this big anyway. But with this figure having such big like hair and everything, it's going to take up the whole base, so I'm not going to be that critical on it. Let's look at it. Maybe I'll change my mind on that. But this umbrella though, wow, that's detailed. And it's not a sticker like the little Racing Miku Nindroid that we got that one time. That's really cool. And it's 2 separate designs. So you have this design on that side and this design on that side. Very cool. Very cool indeed. So this was one thing that I saw in the pictures that I was going to be a little bit critical on, because it looks like something that was designed after designing the figure. But it is this thing here. This is a little thing to hold her leg up. And I would assume what happened is that they designed the figure, and in test, they decided, hey, it's probably fine. But then later on, they figured out, no, we're going to need some sort of support, because eventually, or under heat, or, you know, moisture, this figure will start to lean, which a lot of figures do, especially under heat, especially under, you know, any kind of stress or whatever. And it does, this figure seems to be that way. So will real quickly here put the figure on her base here. And, you know, there could be an argument made that you don't need this to where, you know, it might not need to be there, but I'll probably put it there. All right, let's get her hair in here. And this is where 90% of the weight of this figure is in this hair. But you can't have Miku without her hair. Like, that was one of my criticisms with this figure, was that her hair was kind of basic. So I don't, you know, say this is a bad idea to give her such, you know, like big hairstyle here. So we will take our umbrella pole here and stick it through her hands here and beside her neck and past her head. Looks like we're stabbing her there. You can see it there. But then we'll take this and see if I can get this on camera. We'll put that onto there. And there we go. So there is our Miku. So this little stand here is supposed to go way over here and hold up her hair. Do you need that? Maybe, maybe not. Personally, I'll probably leave it there, but I don't think you need it, especially if you're going to keep it in a climate controlled area. I don't think it would hurt. For safety reasons, maybe you should. I think for the sake of the figure, it's probably safer to do that, but I can see not needing to. So let's talk about the figure in general here. Compare it to the others here in a minute, but let's just talk about it in general first. So as I mentioned, the umbrella here is beautiful on the outside here. I will show that to you real quick once again. Beautiful there. The hair, the little pink highlights here, that is beautiful as well. I think it adds a little bit to the character. It really adds some color to it. And I think it kind of makes the Miku figure look even better. I think the outfit looks really good. I like the extra little pink and white highlighted bits underneath the main kind of sailor looking bikini figure here. And as for face, the face is perfect. Perfect. Like, not even a little bit. I said with this one that the face was perfect, but the body wasn't great and the outfit wasn't great. I said the body for this one was great, but the face was a bit off. The face on this one, perfect. Perfect. And it's a bikini figure, so obviously the question is going to be raised asset-wise. How does it stack up? Well, in the front, you don't have a whole lot, but in the back, you do. Overall, this figure really just does a lot of good. Is it perfect? I have a hard time saying it's perfect, but it's very good. This one I had decided was my my second favorite before, this being my first favorite. Now with the introduction of this one, the question arises, is this better or worse than this one? And I think I'm going to have to say, as of right now, this is the new best tan Miku. It just does everything right. This one, the hair was great, the face was great, and that's what was the pros of this one. This one, the outfit was great. And now you get the outfit in this one, you get the hair in this one, and it's even better hair and even better outfit. It just all around really works. So is there any downsides? Well, I have a few. The first one is I don't really like the tan of her. I think the tan on this one really worked. I think it is more of an Asian tan, if that's not offensive. Sorry if it is. But I think that is appropriate to say this is, if you took a Asian woman, Japanese woman, and if they got a tan, this is the tan look they would get. With this one, I do think it is more of an American or like English tan, if that makes sense. It's very much like a red, not a like a bronze like you would get here. And it works. That's a very, very good tan. With this one, you're much more yellow. And it's not bad. It's not like, hang on. This tan Miku, I complained, was yellow. And I stand by that. This figure doesn't come across on camera. I've tried to get it to come across on camera. But this figure is like a yellow. And it does not look good. This is not that problem, but it's going in that direction. If you had a spectrum of tans, this one is in the middle, closer to what perfection would be, but it's in the direction of this. It's not too much red, it's not too much brown, it's more of a yellow, and I'm not personally a fan of that. However, though, I still think even with that problem, it's still better than these two. This one I probably would give an 8 out of 10. This one I'd probably give an 8 out of 10, but a little bit like, it'd probably like a 7.9 out of 10. This figure is an 8.5 to 9. I'm probably going to give it an 8.5. Don't think it's quite a 9 yet, but it's close. It's very good. The outfit is perfect. The hair is perfect. The umbrella looks great. Was the base a bit big? Maybe, but it covers up pretty much everything. I think you definitely could have done a base like this, but it works. I think the base, obviously, I have this problem quite often. It's very basic. It's just a clear base. There's nothing else there. This one was a white base, but this one has like Good Smile Racing written on it. I like that. Does that matter? No, not really, but to me it does. Whenever it's going to be sitting on a shelf, to me, if you have a really cool base, I think it looks cool. Eventually, I think it'd be really cool if they did like a sand or something to where it looks like she's running in the sand, or maybe put like a little ocean thing. I think it'd look really cool. So for those reasons, I'm not going to give it a 10 because I think that there is a 10 out of 10 Tan Miku that could be made. Has it already been made? I don't know. We'll look and see. Maybe we can find one day. But as for now, this is not quite the best Tan Miku, but it is the best Tan Miku I have so far. But anyway, that is all for this video. We have had 3 of these videos in a row over the last few weeks, and I don't know when the next one will be. Unfortunately, these are quite hard to find, especially beyond these 3. I was shocked to be able to find this one, and I was pretty shocked to find this one. This one was one that I have seen for sale before, but it's quite hard to find. So, you know, we'll see as more come available for pre-owned or wherever I can find them. I will show them off to you as soon as I find them. But just for a brief recap before I go, 1, 2, 3, and then obviously the other Tan Miku that I have that I've shown before would be 4, and then this one would be 5 now. So anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think is the best out of these 3? Or do you think this one's the best? I don't, but maybe you do. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys very soon.